bang. It's real nice.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Jungle's back in the shop. Something pretty cool today. We got Brandon Riley throwing the brand new DV8 Hellraiser return, but kind of a different review today. We're gonna review it against a 7-year-old Ruckus Schizo from DV8. So the reason we're gonna do this is because we wanna see what the difference is between old and new. The Ruckus Schizo came out about 7 years ago in 2014. Hellraiser returned last week. So really close on the core numbers and differential. Asymmetric pearls, both by DV8. So we've been talking about this for quite some time in the shop. We got lots of customers asking what the difference is between new balls that are 3 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old. So we thought we'd test it out. Ruckus Schizo just drilled today. Hellraiser return drilled 2 days ago. So both balls are very fresh. So with that being said, these balls are very close on paper. Jungle thinks that with the new technology and the cover stock, trying to fight the new oil, the new slicker, more thick oil, heavier volumes of oil, that the Hellraiser return is going to hook a couple boards more. Even though the cores are very close, cover stocks I think is where the difference is going to be made here. So we're going to test it on 2 different patterns today, 37 feet and 41 feet, Broadway and beaten path. So just before we go bowl, Brandon's got the same layout on both of these balls, 50 by 4 1/4 by 30. I'm thinking 2 to 3 boards difference. Let's go on the lanes and check it out.
All right, just got my hands on the Hellraiser return. I was on DV8 staff back in 2011 when this ball first came out, and it was the first DV8 ball I drilled. I liked it. First came out was 290. It was a great ball when I wanted to hook the lane, but we're on beaten path. We just finished filming the Zenith Pearl vid, so it's still fairly fresh, hasn't been broken down too much, and let's see what happens. Starting straight though. Wasn't my best shot. Hit hard though. Yeah, I just remember the Hellraisers being a ball I like to loop the lane a bit with. There's a ball I'd use to try to overpower medium oiled lanes. This ball looks pretty similar. I love the way that hit. I missed a bit inside. This is another pretty strong high-end release by DV8. Really top-end, maximum strength cover, but it's a bit of a weaker core. It's a core that pushes a little bit further down the lane, so it's gonna help hold the line. I got a lot of customers asking me, their old ball is still good on today's oil. So today we're gonna find out. Drilled up a Ruckus Schizo. Brand new. This is a 7-year-old ball. I threw one back in the day, I really liked it. Very similar to the Hellraiser return. Very similar core numbers. Let's see how the 7-year-old ball rolls. Lane 28 7-pin curse means I got the ball a little too far down the lane before it started hooking. Actually, that was close. It pushed just a little further than the Hellraiser return would have. It's very interesting pulling out an older ball. My expectation level wasn't very high, but surprisingly it rolls pretty good. While playing straight, the balls are probably only maybe 1 or 2 feet different and a board or 2 different. Actually not that bad. You know, if I was a casual bowler that bowled once a week, bought 1 or 2 balls a year, you know, and the pro shop operator offered me this ball at a discount, I'd take it. Let's challenge these balls. Let's move 5 more into the oil. Lucky 9's typically a pretty slick house, so we're gonna have a little more oil than your average leak shot. I'll soften up just a hair and that'll be fine. Perfect. And that's just today's strong balls going through the oil. Strong cover stocks can handle this thicker ice oil today, and also this newer, slicker, firmer lane surface. That cut through the pins real nice. Lots of backhand. Let's see if the Schizo can keep up. Can a ball produced in 2014 hold up on today's oil? Practically identical. I can't believe it. One more. I need to see if that happens again. By the way, before this video, I sanded both balls to 500, then 4,000 on top, just to make sure they're the same. Seriously, I can't believe it. The Hellraiser return rolls great, but the Schizo does almost the same thing. They're laid out the same, at the same surface. I mean, this may be a one board difference. Jungo says go deeper, 5 more left. Might have to put this into my tournament bag. This sponsor is not gonna be happy, but this roll's really good. Pocket 910. Lots of entry angle. Wow, definitely a little more skid flippy than the Hellraiser though. Let's see if the Hellraiser return can keep up with the Schizo. Seriously, I never thought I'd be saying this. Man, these two balls are pretty close. The Hellraiser is just a little bit earlier. Hook's just a little more in the oil and not quite as sharp off the spot. They're pretty close. They're really close. Let's take it next door and bowl in some short oil. Let's see if we can find more of a disparity between these two balls. All right, let's take the speed up here on Broadway. There's a ton of clean back ends on here in the couple practice shots I took. Wow, a ton. These are where you want the sanded ball to slow it down on the back end. Maybe leave another 910. Hellraiser return. Let's keep the speed up. Not bad. Not bad. I'm trying to keep my speed up and stay a little further right. Short patterns like that. They don't like me trying to loop it through the middle. How Goots did it, I don't know. I don't know. One more here with the Hellraiser return. Not bad. I struck. I struck. Here's where we are with the Hellraiser return. Let's see if throwing hard and oil and some strong back ends looks good at the Ruckus Schizo. That hooked a little more than I expected. I was a bit soft. Again, I would have expected the Hellraiser to do the same thing. Part of that could just be me mentally not expecting this ball to hook as much as the new one. But yeah, the ball's proving all that wrong. Yeah, Ruckus Schizo sharper off the back end than the Hellraiser return. Yeah, the Schizo's actually stronger than the Hellraiser return on this pattern. Seriously can't believe it. If you find any balls on sale in your local pro shop, snap them up. Some of these might actually hook. Question time. Seeing that the Ruckus Schizo could hang with the Hellraiser return, makes me think about some of the older balls I had back in the day and what they would do on today's lanes. So tell me, what's that one gem that you wish you could drill again? For me, Hellraiser Terror. Bring that back. There you go. Bang. All right, let's send it back to the pro shop. This was a totally unique review. Usually when we start our reviews, we have an idea of what's going to happen. We have not necessarily a script, but at least a thought process. And today did not go according to plan. The idea was to review the Hellraiser return and show just how much more it hooked and how much stronger it was than a 7-year-old Ruckus Schizo. Man, was I wrong. But anyways, let's start with the Hellraiser return. I liked it. It reminded me a lot of the original Hellraiser. Same kind of roll, went through the pins real hard, and the balls that came off the friction and went through the pins hit the hardest. This is definitely one of those balls for the guys that like to open their angles and wing it out towards the dry boards. You're gonna love it. Guys with handles, especially like this, and like Goots, get one, please. We went to the 7-year-old Ruckus Schizo. We get a lot of guys in the shop asking how much better the new tech is and why this ball is $300 and why a ball's on 30% closeout. Why is it on sale? We thought we'd give it a shot. So as we can see, the hook was almost identical between these two balls. The difference being that the Hellraiser return was just a little more rounded, a little more consistent, and a little smoother between wet and dry. The Ruckus Schizo hooked just as much, but a little more sensitive, but still, I mean, not a major difference. Like, we're talking a one board difference. If you're an avid tournament bowler, like, please, get the newer balls. They dig into the oil just that pinch more. If you're a casual bowler, you bowl once or twice a week and you're looking for a new ball, why not save a few bucks if you get a good deal on something that's a couple of years old? It's still gonna hook. It's gonna be way better than a ball that's been used for a few seasons. And yeah, for bang for your buck, it's hard to beat those gems. Speaking of new gems, we have a brand new online store. We've got a variety of different balls from last year all the way down to the urethane era. So yeah, please check them out. Some great older balls, lots of fun ones, and definitely something for the collector up there. And as we've proven, some of these can still hook on today's oil. Yeah, so yeah, please check them out. Oh, and by the way, for my American friends, priced in Canadian dollars, it's like getting 30% off. The Hellraiser Return's a bit of a unique ball. It's a high RG ball, meaning that it's a little bit less core heavy. It's a ball that is going to slide down the lane a little further, not rev up so soon, and it's a bit of a different look. Not usually something that I like in my bag, but surprisingly, this ball did roll pretty good for me. The Hellraiser Return is just a bit of a different shape. Not something I'm very comfortable with, but something that's going to have its role here and there. It's a gap ball for me. It's not making my tournament bag that the Zenith Pearl will, but it's definitely something that in league, especially in some of our challenge shots, when I need a different shape and have a second crack at a pattern, it'll be a ball that I want to bring. Yeah, the Hellraiser Return fits somewhere between my Prism Warp Hybrid and my Zenith Pearl. It's not making my tournament bag. This is more of a ball for somebody that wants to open their angles up on higher friction surfaces. Power players, dry lanes, get them. Thanks for watching the review. See you next time.